6. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Has made over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. How about the big nose tackle? Known as a run stopper, but he gets to the quarterback that time.
Yeah, usually the big man is off the field when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You know, like you said, Chris, this guy's usually known for just eating up blocks, but the big man there shows he's got enough twitch to get to the quarterback, and he gets a sack.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Punt over the middle. It's Brooks. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Finds an open target on the left side.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Caught for the completion, and the gain just good enough for a 1st down. And the Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. 1st down, they're going to throw the football. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14. The Gators are going to take advantage of this red zone trap. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The ball is caught. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Offense stopped behind the line. A big play by the defense to wrap up the 1st period. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And at the end of the 1st quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. So we'll start the 2nd quarter here with a field goal attempt as they line up. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Gators offense retakes the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense operating from the pistol. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the mark. Pass caught, second down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Catch made in space. Look out. They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They keep him guessing with a run. He's got the first down and still motoring. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. And now the running back's got it again. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Now from the pistol formation. The back's got it. The Gators pick up enough to get a first down there. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. And now the handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. And the Gators are in the red zone. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
So the first snap in the red zone, and this defense, I'll tell you what, they are up for the challenge. A big sack that could really lessen the damage on this.
Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kurt, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
And after scoring that touchdown, now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Texas. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the returner will be brought down. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. It's a solid game. Moves the ball out to the 28. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, that one's picked off.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Excellent field position here for the offense. They'll run it here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Florida.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Handoff from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moffitt. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's caught across the middle. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. First down here for this offense.
Here we go.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass complete on the crosser. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain. Longhorns looking to run some tempo here. On first and 10, looking to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. Fights through a tackle. Gets out of bounds and a short gain on the play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to throw again. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. The Longhorns will line up on first and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He makes the grab. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. See what the call is on first and 10. jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 2nd down play coming up. Takes the handoff again. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. He'll hand it off. First down, looking for more now. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Hand it off. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down at the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be 1st down. They're pounding away with their running game. It's 1st and 10. Ball handed off. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff in a single back formation. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
And they pick up the first on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Gators will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Defense is coming after him. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breather room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? The throw complete to the running back underneath. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Longhorns will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
I love the running back angle route. It's an easy throw and an easy read for the quarterback, and you get the ball in the hands of a dangerous playmaker.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pass complete on a crosser. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And here's the handoff. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Short connection to the tight end here. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive going. Can the defense get a stop here? It's a keeper trying to get to the marker.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game to get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Well, the offensive line is so caught up in communicating to pick up the defensive lineman, nobody picks up the middle linebacker on the blitz. He gets the sack.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Running back has it on the screen now. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker. Longhorns will line up to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10. You can't do it any better than that. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? And he will be stuffed for no gain. Well, this has proven to be a fun one for two teams testing each other, showing their quality, and now who's going to make the push down and stretch and emerge with a huge win.
Boy, Chris, this is a huge opportunity. Still with the game in balance, who's going to be able to secure this victory, not only to prove they're the better team, but to also show the committee they're deserving of getting the upper hand when it comes to decision time late in the year.
He breaks free. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the handoff. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
Now I'd like to run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down mark. Crucial third down play right here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40. The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
That's an important first down on that running play. He's going to hand this off. Finding space at the 20. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively...
Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They had a long drive going last time, but it's stalled, looking to reach the end zone this possession. First down, looking to throw the ball. And makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, you get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
Looking for the wide out. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. QB keeps it himself.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The Longhorns come to the line in a hurry up.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that.
It is intercepted. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34. And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. It's a quick grab. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Florida. This offense really clicking. And they connect again. That's just been an unstoppable pitch-and-catch combination all game here.
This receiver's been making this defense look silly, Chris, the entire game. He has multiple touchdowns so far. Just shows you that whatever the game plan was to slow him down, flat out hasn't worked.
And the kickoff will be returned. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 21. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. He'll be taken down. Marker on the field. If it's on the offense, that'll be a sack. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Running out of time in the pocket. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The pass falls incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense. The offense with 3 tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. Leaning on the run game here late. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Tailback takes the handoff again. And that run produces a decent gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Try and muscle for the first down. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. And the Gators hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. And it's a kneel down. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. It'll be a 26-yard attempt, should be automatic. Makes it look easy. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
Well, I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida Gators, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Florida's offense takes the field to start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm...
Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Gators just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now is when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But yes, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. Listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. So Mississippi State's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, Dave.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. He's got the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the own. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Turning it on! Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
That penalty is going to be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I mean, he is going to get an earful from the coaches on the sideline. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Got his man quickly. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Mills. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're working that left side. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the 2nd drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. A really nice job on that last one, picking up the 1st down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Reads it, fires complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Running back searching for a hole. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off the play fake. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. This is a huge drive for this offense. Down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Mississippi State going up tempo. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He'll return it from around the 50. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're playing.
There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Gators. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. They'll operate out of split backs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. And the timing just a hair off.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Right on the money. And they're able to make the tackle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Bulldogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Mississippi State looking for the 4th down conversion. They'll run play action. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to Cases. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The give. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. Looking for room at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on first down. He's going to run it. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. Free up the gut. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldog.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Makes it past the marker. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw again. Trying to beat the D deep. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
Oh, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Takes the handoff. It's Mills. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
Fires one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. Dumps it off in the flats. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi!
start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville.
The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bringing it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He takes it at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They'll run this play from the pistol. Back to the ground with the running back. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Going to the running game. Got the first down and more. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the Gators are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! Lining up for the PAT. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their... And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, running back on the move. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Caught near the sticks. It's Dennis. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's got him. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Rush is on him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Across the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Gators are in the red zone. They'll give it to him again. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Yeah, and good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. The give to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. There he goes to the right. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They go to the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Gators are facing 3rd and inches. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Picks up the first down, still moving. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Now he's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. They're still firing away even with this lead. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it at the 15. They'll make the stop, but